What was involved in prepping for this role?
Well, there was a lot. There was months of work, all day, every day. And I would wake up in the morning. I would go and Olympic powerlift with my trainer because I wanted to resemble this character, well, this actual real person who infiltrated the Hells Angels. He was an ATF officer that became a full patch member of the Hells Angels, and I wanted to resemble him physically. Big, thick-necked former college football player, covered in tattoos. So I would powerlift in the morning, then I would go over to MMA fighting. I would do stand-up and ground fighting rounds for a few hours, eat lunch, and then go over to the range, shoot shotguns, handguns, fully automatic rifles. And then at night, I would either read or interview former police officers or do ride-alongs with narcotics. And then that wound up switching into, after about a month of that, I went into breaching and clearing for 5 hours a day with tactics trainers. So it was a lot.
How the character you play? How real is he? I mean, after all your research, I mean, is he pretty typical?
Well, you know, it's Hollywood, so let's just get that straight. You know, but aside from that, yeah, it was as grounded in reality as I possibly could make him. You know, like I said, you know, I based the initial basis for his character was this guy who infiltrated the Hells Angels as an ATF officer. So that was kind of the start of it. And then from there, you know, I tried to put in as much tactical training as I possibly could, came up with an entire backstory. Every single tattoo on my character was scrutinized. It was something that I came up with and knew that this was where it needed to be, and this is what, it told a story. I was very meticulous. Even just the cut on the back of his, you know, biker cut. I helped, you know, worked with a designer on that to create that. So it was as grounded in reality as possible.
Are you sad to see your show, your True Blood show, come to an end?
Yeah. I'm sad to say goodbye to the character. You know, it'll always hold such a soft spot in my heart because of how much it changed my life. You know, it came around at a time in my life where I thought that there were certain dreams and certain heights of my career that I was never going to hit, and that show came along and made anything possible. So the reason we're sitting here today is because of that show. Anything that I do from here on out in my career is because that show got me that type of recognition that got me the film career. So yeah, there is an amount of sadness about it, but there's also an amount of excitement because of what life now has to offer in a post-True Blood world for me. So I'm very excited to get out there and work.
How hands-on are you about creating opportunities for yourself? Would you?
I wrote a book last year that Arnold wrote the foreword for. I have a production company that I run with my brother. I just financed and directed and produced my first film that will show up in theaters on June 27th. It's called La Bear. It's kind of the real-life Magic Mike. It's a documentary about male dancers in Dallas. We have an entire slate of projects. I'm you know, optioning books, writing stories that are then being turned into screenplays, optioning other projects, and farming content. So, you know, and aside from that, like, you know, I bought a house and I, you know, it's an art project for me. You know, I know the guys don't like to decorate, but it literally is an art project with the paint and how I can place this here and place that there and aesthetically, you know, move these things around. I love that.